What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel where I basically sit down and tell you guys different kinds of comic book stories like Ultimate Marvel, Heroes in Crisis, Avengers and New Avengers, Super Sons, and also Wonder Woman, and so on and so on. Guys, I do this because I love comics and I love talking to you guys about comic books. But anyways, guys, today we are going to cover the second half of Wonder Woman Year One. Now guys, we covered the first half and also the interlude in two different videos. But guys, like I said, in this video right here, we are going to cover the second half of Wonder Woman Year One. And guys, after this story, we are going to jump into Wonder Woman The Lies. But guys, I do hope you enjoy this video. Now guys, when it comes to DC Rebirth Wonder Woman number 10, with this book right here, guys, this book is basically, guys, part 4. And so it picks up where our last video left off at for Year 1. Now guys, remember, at the end of our last video of Year 1, the Pantheons visited Diana while she was in prison. And the thing is though, guys, the Pantheons gave her her powers. Super strength, super speed, fly, whatever. They gave her her powers. And so when Steve Trevor, Etta, and Barbara Ann went downstairs to check up on Diana, she showed them, hey, I have powers now. I have super strength, I'm fast, I can do all kinds of different things. And so with that happening right there, with part 4, we pick up with them talking to their boss, saying, we need to show her the rest of the world. We need to show her what the rest of the world has to offer her. Because Steve Trevor knows what her life was like before she came with him back to the real world. He saw Themyscira, and he knew that on Themyscira, there's not much there. They got horses, they got arrows, they got bows, that's it, all they have. And so Steve Trevor and Etta say, let's take her out to a mall. Now, guys, they do take her to a mall and they do show her all these different kinds of clothes, stores, and whatever. But also, they show her different kinds of drinks. Now, the thing is though, guys, after they sit down to try some new kind of food, you do have Diana pull out her lasso of truth. And guys, the lasso of truth has so many different abilities, it's crazy. But we do get to see one of the abilities at this point right here. Because guys, in the first half of Year 1, we saw something. We saw that Year 1 established that when Diana first met Steve Trevor, they were unable to talk to one another because there was a language barrier. And so with that language barrier in the way, Steve Trevor had no way to communicate with Diana. And so right now, Barbara Ann, Etta, Steve Trevor, they still cannot really communicate with Diana. But the thing is though, guys, out of nowhere, you do have Diana pull out the lasso of truth, and you have all 4 of them grab the lasso. Now, as soon as they did that, as soon as they grabbed the lasso of truth, that right there, guys, just broke the barrier between them. That language barrier is now gone because the lasso of truth gave them the ability to talk to one another and truly understand what they're saying to one another. It broke that language barrier. And so it's kind of cool because you now see Steve Trevor finally able to talk to her, Etta to talk to her, Barbara Ann, who loves ancient Greek, had the ability now to talk to her in English. It just makes everything better for all 4 of them. Now the thing is though, as they're talking to one another, out of nowhere, they all hear gunshots. Because now there's a group of men who are out there just shooting up the place, shooting up the mall. And right off the bat, you have Steve Trevor, Etta, and Diana just go into action. They're kind of like, okay, listen, there's gunshots and people getting hurt. We got to stop these men from killing people. Now, it's kind of cool because you do see Diana kind of show off her different abilities to Steve Trevor and Etta, that she can fly, she's really fast, she is super strong, she's able to block bullets easily. She is showing them all her abilities that she has gained from the Pantheons. Now, these next few pages is just her showing off her abilities. But to wrap up part 4 of year 1, you do have Steve Trevor look down on one of the men that Diana knocked out. And the thing is though, on his chest is a symbol that we have been seeing throughout year 1 in the interlude. This symbol looks like a tree. Sorry guys, my computer went off. But the symbol on his chest looks just like the tree, the same tree that had a snake inside of it that bit Diana back in part 1 of year 1. Now guys, when it comes to DC Rebirth Wonder Woman number 12, with this book right here guys, it does pick up a few hours after the ending of part 4. Now, we do pick up with Barbara Ann, Etta, and Etta's boss right now talking to one another. And the thing is though guys, you do have Etta tell her boss, listen, basically the men who attacked earlier are right now downstairs in prison. Like right now they're downstairs, and later on we are going to try to talk to them. Now, you do have Barbara Ann tell the rest of the group that she has seen this symbol multiple times. And the thing is though guys, she's not lying. Guys, remember, we covered the interlude to year 1. And in that interlude right there, even though that was kind of the origin of Barbara Ann before she became Cheetah, in that storyline right there, she has seen that symbol and everything. And the thing is though guys, she tells the rest of the group, yes, one of my friends had that symbol on his chest. The thing is though, he died moments later. And then she says also, listen, there were multiple dig sites across the world that we found with this same symbol. The thing is though, something or someone destroyed those dig sites. And she tells the rest of the group, right now, those men we have downstairs locked up, they are right now our only hope to figuring out what this symbol even means. Now, we do jump over to Steve Trevor and Diana. And the thing is though guys, this is Greg Rucka kind of telling us that these two are falling in love. Because right now you have these two just hanging out. They're hanging out and they're falling in love with one another, because you have Steve Trevor watching Diana do all these different things with her powers. Flying, super speed, super strength, talking to animals. She's doing all these different things, and right now she is impressing Steve Trevor. Now, you do have Steve Trevor and Diana kind of sit down and talk to one another. And guys, this right here is really their first time able to talk to one another by themselves. Because before this guys, there was a language barrier that blocked their chances to communicate one another. But now they have the ability to talk to one another. And so right now, they're basically falling in love. Now, you do have Steve Trevor take Diana back to the military base. And you do kind of have the whole group come together and say, listen, Diana, we need you to use the lasso of truth on them, because we need answers. Because right now we learned that they're part of some group called Seer, and we need to learn what this group is all about. And so you do have Diana go into you do have Diana go into a room, and she does sit down and talk to each and every single man from the Seer group from part 4. And the thing is though guys, as soon as each man grabs onto the lasso of truth, they start to panic. And thing is though guys, they sit down and say the weirdest things to Diana. War's coming, panic is coming, all these bad things are coming. These men turn from strong, brave men into scared men. They start freaking out because something is coming, they say. Now, you do have the rest of the group kind of come back together once again. And the thing is though, guys, they kind of sit down and go over everything they heard from those men. Panic is coming, war is coming, he is coming. Like, who is this person that's coming? And the thing is though, while all the people in the group are kind of going over every single clue they have right now, you do have Barbara Ann kind of grab Diana by her arm, and she says, listen, I've been sitting here and playing around with the word seer. And the thing is though, if you rearrange the letters S-E-A-R into this word right here, it says Aries. And as soon as she says the name Aries, Aries actually appears in front of Diana by blowing up part of the military base. Now guys, when it comes to Wonder Woman number 14, with this book right here, guys, this is Greg Rucka just wrapping everything up. It's him saying it's time for me to go ahead and wrap everything up for year 1. Now, the thing is though, guys, we picked up where part 5 left off at, with Aries right now looking at Diana. Now, at first, you do have Aries kind of tell Diana a few things like, you know, I am the great god of war. This is my men. They work for me. You know, stuff like that. Now, the thing is though, you do have Aries kind of tell Diana the real reason why he's here right now. And he says, listen, the reason why I came here to this world, to you right now, because I know that you know a way to get to Themyscira. Guys, remember, when it comes to Themyscira, it is hidden from the world, not just from humans, but also some gods. And so you kind of have Aries saying, listen, I know that you know a way to Themyscira. So I need to read your mind to find a way to your homeworld. And if you let me do that, well, I will let these men and women go. And so you kind of have Diana play along with Aries. It's kind of like, yes, I will show you the way to Themyscira. And so you do have Aries grab onto the head of Diana. And when he does that, he starts to read her mind. But the thing is though, he comes to find out that she does not know a way to Themyscira. Because guys, remember, when an Amazon leaves Themyscira, they forget how to get back home. That is the ultimate price. To give up Themyscira, you have to forget how to come back to it. And so for Aries, while he's reading her mind, he's not finding a way to Themyscira at all. And that upsets him. But you have Diana say that was the ultimate price. To come here, to basically save this world from evil people like you, I had to give up my home, my family, my friends, just to come here to make sure that this world is protected from people like you. Now, you do have Diana just go ahead and start beating up on Aries, and she was able to defeat him very easily. Now the thing is though, guys, you do have the Pantheons visit Steve Trevor and Diana right after she defeated Aries, and you have the Pantheons kind of tell Steve Trevor and Diana, listen, across the world right now, you have more members of SEER about to cause more problems for different countries. And so you have Diana just grab Steve Trevor and they go on a world trip to stop every single member of SEER who's right now attacking a certain country. Now, guys, that is really the end of year 1, because after she does that, it's kind of her saying, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here and make the best of my life here in the new world with Steve Trevor, with Etta, and Barbara Ann. But also to make sure that no more bad people like Aries ever comes back to destroy both her home world and this world here. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. Please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Have a great day.